Welcome to the demo video on Datalynx DMS Data Migration, Enterprise Method. Let's go through the overview of Datalynx DMS Data Migration. Datalynx DMS Data Migration is designed to facilitate the seamless transfer, transformation, cleansing, and loading of data across different systems and environments. It supports a range of use cases, from simple data migrations to complex, including data warehousing data migrations. It is available in two methods, Express and Enterprise, catering to different scales of operation and complexity. Express method is ideal for small to medium-sized organizations with straightforward data migration needs, limited budgets, or smaller datasets. It provides essential ETL functionalities, with an emphasis on ease of use and quick deployment. Whereas the Enterprise method is suitable for large enterprises with complex data landscapes, requiring robust, scalable, and highly customizable ETL solutions. It offers advanced features and extensive support to meet the demands of sophisticated data migration projects. Despite the differences in capabilities, both methods share some common features, such as user-friendly interface, intuitive interface for easy workflow design. Data mapping, visual data mapping to define source-to-destination data relationships. Pre-built connectors, ready-to-use connectors for most common databases, cloud services, and text file formats. Data integration, ability to integrate data from multiple sources into a single destination. Data transformation, the ability to manipulate and transform data according to business rules and logic. Security and compliance, robust security features including data encryption, data masking, and compliance with industry standards. Advanced scheduling and workflow management, sophisticated job scheduling, monitoring, and error handling features. Reporting and analytics, comprehensive reporting tools to track ETL tasks and data quality metrics. Documentation and training, access to comprehensive documentation and training resources to help users get started and maximize the potential use of the DMS. In this demo, we will go through the process of Enterprise method. The process starts with selecting a source, which could be any text files or database such as Oracle, SQL Server, SAP, or others. For this demonstration, we will use a SQL Server and the AdventureWorks database as source. Using Datalynx's Data Xplorer, a star product that integrates with a broad range of databases and file types to analyze the data. We establish a connection to AdventureWorks database and perform data profiling to assess data quality and ETL reporting on the source data. Next, we utilize Datalynx's Data Xchange, a robust data management tool, to map and extract the source data. Data Xchange offers a user-friendly interface that simplifies workflow creation and allows for visual mapping of data, defining the relationships between source and destination. After mapping and extracting the data into a staging database. This database is identical to the source in terms of data but aligns with the destination in terms of table structure. The data then undergoes a cleansing and transformation phase. Data Exchange ensures comprehensive cleansing and transformation of the data in line with established business rules or requirements and logic, guaranteeing a high-quality result through its built-in functionalities. Then the data is transferred to the interim database. This database is identical to the staging database in terms of table structure, but the data is cleansed and transformed as per business requirements. The final step involves migrating the data to the destination, which could be any database, files, or any cloud platforms customized to fit the specific requirements of the migration project. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will export the data into CSV output files. Throughout this entire process, we generate data quality, ETL and reconciliation reports to oversee and confirm the data's integrity and quality. And to compare record counts from the source to the staging, from staging to interim, and from interim to the output files, ensuring no data loss. The profiling reports offer a thorough comparison and pinpoint any discrepancies, securing a successful and comprehensive data migration. In this demonstration, we've selected 17 tables from the AdventureWorks source database to be migrated into 7 destination data files. For this purpose, we have created 7 tables in staging database and interim database. To streamline this process, we've developed 7 data mapping sheets that will guide us in mapping data from the source to the destination. For this demonstration, we will use mapping sheets, which include 7 mapping sheets containing person details, sales orders, product details, and so on. We will generate data extraction SQL scripts based on these mapping sheets using our flagship tool, DMS Data Explorer. For a comprehensive overview of its functionalities and features, you can watch DMS Data Explorer YouTube videos. Open DMS Data Explorer. To generate SQL scripts from mapping sheets, follow these steps. Click on the System menu. Select Tools under the General toolbar. Select Generate Queries from Mapping Sheets. This will open the Source to Target Mapping window. For in-depth details about this section, refer to our YouTube video, Data Explorer, Generate Queries from Mapping Sheets, Lesson 27. After selecting all the necessary options from the drop-down menus, initiate the script generation process. Once the script has been generated, right-click and click on the Select All option to select the final script. Again, right-click and click on Copy to copy the script. Once we have prepared the 7 SQL scripts in the same manner, we can use these scripts to extract data from the source database using our DMS Data Xchange tool. For detailed information about each functionality, please watch our DMS Data Xchange YouTube videos. To proceed, open DMS Data Xchange. Create a new template or edit a previously created template by clicking on the 3 dots, which will open the template window where all the details have been filled. Please watch DMS Data Xchange Templates lesson for YouTube video to learn more about templates. As we can see, the source is connected with SQL Server and AdventureWorks 2019 as database, and we have selected the destination database type as SQL Server, with Demo Staging as database. Under the Data Mapping menu, we need to add new processing sequences. Since we have 7 data mapping sheets, we will create 7 processing sequences, each corresponding to 1 data mapping file. To add a new sequence, input the sequence name and insert the already generated and copied SQL statement in this option. Validate this script, and once satisfied with the output results, save the script and select the Source Record Identifier Key column. Once the source dataset columns are populated, select the destination tables to update this part. Select the destination table name method as Insert and Record Identifier Key. Save and generate the destination columns. Click on the Map All button on the right to map all the destination columns. Additionally, click on Test All button to view the test results of the mapping. Repeat this process to add the other 6 sequences for the remaining mapping sheets, such as Store Customer Details, Salesperson Details, and so on. Now, let's connect to the AdventureWorks database using DMS Data Explorer and register 17 tables as our data source. Please refer to the DMS Data Explorer, Create and Explore Templates, Lesson 4 video on the Datalynx YouTube channel for guidance. Next, we'll proceed to apply profiling functions to the credit card table. Watch the DMS Data Explorer, Create and Apply Profiling Functions, Lesson 17 YouTube video to learn how to create and apply profiling functions. First, we'll apply a profiling function to verify if the length of the credit card number is greater than 14. This will identify records with incorrect credit card numbers and provide a list of records with selected columns. We will also use a profiling function to obtain the count of records with incorrect credit card numbers. Additionally, we'll apply a profiling function to check for null values in the primary key column, which is the credit card ID for this table. Using this approach, we can apply a variety of profiling functions on the source tables to verify integrity, check for null values, identify duplicates, or validate against specific business logic. Once all necessary profiling functions have been applied to the source tables, we submit a job to execute these functions and generate a data quality report. To monitor the job status, click on the Profiling Jobs button. Once the job is completed, view the job details and select Excel for reporting. Choose Data Quality Profiling Report as the report template and designate a location on your local machine to save the report. When the report is ready, Microsoft Excel will open the report in the taskbar. The Data Quality Job Summary tab in the report displays a list of all source tables along with their table count, column count, and details of columns profiled. The DQ Dimensions by Table and DQ Dimensions by Columns tabs provide percentages for dimensions such as completeness, uniqueness, and validity for both tables and columns. The DQ Dimensions by Function section lists all applied profiling functions on the source tables. An example profiling function we've applied is to check if address line 2 is a mandatory column without null values, revealing 19,252 records with null values. This report is invaluable for managing large datasets and can be accessed by anyone involved in the data migration process. This report will be highly beneficial for analyzing the data. List-only profiling functions shows the output files for list-only profiling functions such as frequency count in this case. For more details on navigating the data quality report, please refer to DMS Data Xplorer, Data Quality Report, Lesson 19. Now, let's begin extracting the source data using DMS Data Exchange. We've previously set up a template containing all the SQL scripts at the start of this video. Next, we'll apply various data exchange functionalities, including virtual columns, user sequences, data encryption, data masking, and validation rules. A virtual column is a custom-defined column in the source data that enables us to apply functions before data transformation to the staging database. Let's generate a new virtual column called full name by concatenating the field's first name, middle name, and last name in the person details table. After creating the virtual column, we'll proceed to map it to the full name column in the destination table. For more detailed instructions, please refer to the DMS Data Exchange, Template Virtual Columns, Lesson 13 video on YouTube. User sequences. This functionality allows us to establish sequential numbering within a table. Let's proceed to map the sequence number column in the person details table. To achieve this, we'll utilize a data exchange built-in function designed specifically for generating sequence numbers. For more detailed guidance, please watch the DMS Data Exchange, User Sequences, Lesson 10 video on YouTube. Data encryption. This process transforms data into code, requiring a password for access. For this demonstration, we will implement the data encryption in staging database and the data decryption in interim database. Let's apply data encryption to the email address column in the person details table. Let's modify the test value to a valid email address. Then select the data encrypt built-in function. We then assign a password and choose the key bit from the drop-down menu. On clicking validation button, you'll notice that the email address is encrypted. For detailed instructions, please refer to the DMS Data Exchange, Data Encryption and Decryption, Lesson 18 video on YouTube. Next is data masking. Data masking functionality hides the original data by substituting it with false data, thereby mitigating the risk of data breaches. For this demonstration, we will mask the data in staging database and unmask the data in interim database. Let's apply data masking to the card number column in the credit card details table. Modify the mapping and choose the Shuffle Data Masking function and enter the key. When validated, you will observe that the credit card number has been shuffled to display a different number. In addition to shuffling, you can apply various other masking functions. The DMS data masking solution is exceptional. To learn more, please refer to video lesson 17 of the Data Exchange series. Validation rules. To implement the validation rules functionality, define the specific validation rules and select them in the Template Details tab. Let's apply this functionality to the card number column in the credit card details table. If the length of the card number is not equal to 14, the rule will trigger as true, otherwise, it will be false. When the rule evaluates to true, the corresponding record will be rejected and will not be loaded into the staging database. For further guidance, please watch the DMS Data Exchange, Validation Rules, Lesson 11 video on YouTube. Once all the mapping rules are applied to all tables according to your specifications or business requirements, we finalize the template and proceed by submitting the job either for immediate execution or scheduling it for a later time. This job will extract data from the source and load it into the staging database. Click on the Queue button to check the job status and view the job details. You'll notice that the first sequence is currently processing and has processed and inserted 10,000 records. After the job completes, generate the ETL job comparison report using DMS Data Explorer. This report will generate an ETL reconciliation report that compares table records between the AdventureWorks database and the staging database. This report confirms that no records have been lost and verifies the successful migration of data to the staging database. We've completed loading the staging database and generating reconciliation reports. Next, we move on to cleansing and transforming the data. To do this phase, we have created a new template and connected to the staging database using DMS Data Exchange. To perform cleansing and transformation, we will utilize DMS Data Exchange functionalities such as translation tables, business groups, regular expressions, data masking. For this demonstration, we have already applied data masking on the staging database. We will unmask the data in this phase. Data encryption and decryption. For this demonstration, we have already implemented data encryption on the staging database. Subsequently, we will perform decryption in this phase. Translation tables. We've created translation tables for country codes and person types, enabling us to convert country codes into country names. These tables can be expanded or adjusted as needed to support additional translations. Business groups. We can create business groups like product categories to categorize products into different groups. These groups can be customized and expanded to meet specific business needs. Regular expressions. We can define and apply various complex patterns using regular expressions for data cleansing tasks. These patterns can be tailored to address specific data cleansing requirements efficiently. Now, let's modify the data exchange template and set up 7 processing sequences. To streamline this process, click on Import from Xplorer to automate this step. Choose the Data Explorer template and select the necessary tables. This imports all 7 tables and creates corresponding processing sequences, establishing one-to-one mappings to destination tables. Next, we'll modify the mapping rules to incorporate the functionality of translation tables for the person type column in the person details table. Select the appropriate translation table, apply the built-in function, and validate the mapping. Similarly, apply this approach to the country code column in the territory details table. This ensures all country codes are converted to their corresponding country names as defined in the translation tables. Please refer to the DMS Data Exchange, Translation Tables, Lesson 7 video on YouTube for more information. Now, let's apply a regular expression to remove non-ASCII characters from the full name column in the person details table. Select the regular expression table and utilize the built-in function to implement this transformation. Edit the test value to validate the mapping and ensure accuracy. For more detailed instructions, please refer to the DMS Data Exchange, Regular Expressions, Lesson 9 video on YouTube. Next, we will apply the business groups functionality to the product name column in the product details table to classify the products. Select the appropriate business group and choose the necessary built-in function. Verify the parameters through the function screen and validate the mapping to ensure accuracy. As you can see, the product name is categorized into 3 groups. For more detailed information on business groups, please refer to the DMS Data Exchange, Business Groups, Lesson 8 video on YouTube. Next, we'll unmask the credit card number column in the credit card details table. To accomplish this, we'll modify the SQL statement to join the credit card details table with the DX_credit card details table using the credit card ID column. Click on the Validate button to execute the query. You'll notice that we have successfully retrieved the unmasked credit card numbers. Click the Save button to save the query and generate the source columns. Next, we will decrypt the email addresses in the person details table. Edit the mapping rule and select the appropriate built-in function. Enter the password that was defined during data encryption and choose the key bit. To verify the mapping, edit the test value to the encrypted value and click on the Validate button. After applying all the required functionalities according to our specifications, proceed to finalize the template. You can submit the job for either immediate or scheduled processing. Click on the Queue button to monitor the job status and view detailed job information. After the job completes, we will utilize DMS Data Xplorer to connect to the interim database. Run a data quality profiling job and generate a job comparison report. This report compares the interim database to the staging database. Previously in the staging database, we identified 40,144 errors. We have successfully cleansed and transformed all these errors in the interim database. We have successfully cleansed, transformed and migrated the data into the interim database. Additionally, we have generated data quality and reconciliation reports to validate the data. Now, let's visually review the data in the interim database to verify the functionalities of the data exchange we implemented. First, let's review the Person Details table. The Sequence Number column displays the sequential numbering of records displaying user sequence functionality. The Full Name column shows the implementation of virtual column functionality, along with ASCII cleansing using regular expressions. We utilize translation tables to convert values in the person type column from BM to employee, and similarly for other types. You can view both the encrypted and decrypted email address columns, demonstrating our encryption and decryption functionality. Moving to the credit card details table. Here, you can observe both the masked and unmasked credit card numbers. The masked numbers are shuffled, while the unmasked numbers remain in their original form as source. In the Product Details table, the Product Name column is categorized based on product classifications based on business groups functionality in Data Exchange. Next, we proceed to the final phase, that is destination. For this demonstration, we are generating CSV files using DMS Data Exchange. We have successfully generated 7 CSV files on our local machine using DMS Data Exchange. Following this, we will generate a reconciliation report to compare the record counts between the interim database and the output files. As the record counts match perfectly, we can confirm the successful migration of data from the AdventureWorks source database to the output CSV files using Datalynx's DMS products and solutions. This brings us to the end of DMS Data Migration Enterprise method. This approach streamlines the process effortlessly, translating data automatically, and generating profiling reports seamlessly. It not only enhances productivity, but also ensures accuracy and timeliness in data migration. As a result, the complex tasks appear remarkably effortless and elegant. We trust that this video has been beneficial to you. You can find all the links to video lessons in the description. Thank you for watching.